Here I am at the Poor Mountain Trail System here in Roanoke, Virginia. I was going to go to Falls Ridge Preserve today in Elliston, Virginia, but that was closed, so I ended up here today. So I'm coming in blindly. I have no idea what to expect, so let's get on the trail. One of the first things that caught my eye about the trail was that there was no trail map at the trailhead. So I started down the trail, like I said, just blindly. I had no idea what to expect or where I would end up. However, that problem did not last long after I found myself at the trail map about 1/4 of a mile into the hike. So I was actually wondering where this map was. You have to walk a little ways on the trail to find it. So we're right here. So what I think I'm gonna do is go up the canyon trail right here, blue, and I'm gonna go off onto the orange trail to see the overlook. And then from there, I'll see if I wanna end up going all the way around, and then I might hit green and then come back down and hop on red and just finish it out. But we're just gonna see how it ends up feeling because I have no idea how hard this trail is. I started down the path toward the Overlook Trail and found that this trail was so far not as challenging as the ones I'd gone on in the past. Number one, there weren't any big features to climb over, and the trail was also very well marked. I made it to the top of the orange trail. It really hasn't been too bad so far. There's been a few rocks that may be hard to get over for some people, but for the most part, if you don't have too much trouble walking, you're not gonna have too much trouble here. Soon after, I realized I had spoken too soon. This trail would not be as easy as I thought it was. There would be no big features to climb over or anything like that, but the decline was very hard on my knees. For the most part, the trail did remain fairly smooth. There were some rocks that you could easily trip over if you weren't paying attention, but it was fairly easy for the most part. As I reached the bottom of the mountain and began walking on the green trail, I realized that the creeks weren't running like they were supposed to. We made it to the creek. As you can tell, there's a waterfall behind me. There isn't much water flowing from the creek right now because we are in drought conditions. Although I was disappointed that there weren't more water features on the trail, I was still impressed with how much there was to see and explore. But the real challenge was still ahead. I began to make my way up the mountain and realized that this trail was going to be just as challenging, if not more so, than Angel's Rest was in Parisburg. The incline was very steep and it was very hard to climb. After around a mile's worth of hiking straight up the mountain, I finally reached the end of the hike. We made it back to the map. One thing I have to say about this trail is that it gets pretty steep there towards the end, pretty challenging, and that will be either way you go because both trails start out high, go low, and then go high again. So the only thing you really need to watch out for on these trails is the incline, the steep declines, and also some of the smaller rocky features. But other than that, there isn't too much to watch out for. I think you guys are gonna have a great time when you come out here to Poor Mountain Trail System. This is Evan Hull reporting from Roanoke.